Let's go to the gear you're using. I mean the guitars, the amplifiers. I've got a question. Are you inspired by guitar gear in the process of creating songs, or do you use gear as a tool in recording your ideas and sounds you've got in your head?
I guess that goes both ways, actually. I mean, sometimes, not only with the guitars, I mean, regardless of what you're sitting down with, that will generate a very typical sort of sound that can also generate an idea or a creative flow. But normally, I think in most cases, it will be the other way around. I will actually have an idea of what I want a song to sound like, and then I will go hunt for that sound. And normally I'm very like liberated from status and stuff like that. So I can use for one song I can use an amplifier that costs like $150, and then for the next song I have one that costs like $2,000. And it doesn't really matter as long as it provides what I need. So from that point of view, I am really open-minded when it comes to finding sounds that I'm looking for. So gear is a tool mainly, but can also be an inspiration for something that sort of comes up while you're sitting with it.
How did you come across Mayones guitars, and why did you stick with this company?
Well, I have to credit my brother here, because I mean, I didn't come across Mayones guitars to start with. I came across Mayones basses to start with, because my brother Christopher, when he was playing in Pain and Salvation, he got an endorsement with Mayones, and how he came in touch with them, I have no idea actually. But the basses were really nice, and they were beautiful, and they were very well made, and quite versatile. I mean, when it came to what you wanted, you had lots of different options when it came to different models and different sounds and different hardware. I think that was the case. That was how it was. Back in 2005, we did two European tours. For the first tour, he got his basses delivered. And for the second tour we're going to make, I asked, maybe if we could try, some of their guitars and try that on the road just to see how they worked out. So we got one Regius and one Setius, but they were not called Setius back then. But and I really, the first thing, when I opened it, the first thing I noticed was, those little sort of cutouts. I think this is a good time to remove this. Wait, let's see if I can do that. Look at that. You see, they have these cutouts, at the knobs, and it was a black one, the one we would see, but with like a see-through black one, a transparent black one, and the way this knob with this sort of metallic pattern here reflected in these sort of cutouts. Well, it was the first thing that sort of, wow, that's a very nice detail. So I sort of like, because I'm always into detail, if you don't stick with it all the way into the smallest details, then it's bound to fail somehow, I think. And then I played it through the whole, through that whole tour, and really liked it. So after that, we started to talk about making just like a guitar that would fit my needs. So I had all these ideas of what I wanted in a guitar, and somewhere along the line, they seemed to be liking my ideas for a guitar. So they were like, well, maybe we could make, we could actually make sort of an official series, with those specifications. So, and that's when the Elements series was born, and so that was pretty much how it came to be. And after that, I've been sticking to Mayones through the years, and we've been This is the third project we're working on together right now, making the next generation of Pain of Salvation guitars.
Okay. Could you mention a few of those changes made to, because it's based on the Regius model?
Yeah.
So a few changes that was your idea.
Well, the first thing I wanted to have sort of sound versatility, sort of, you know, the possibility of finding very specific sounds. And so the first thing I wanted to do was leave out the five-way switcher, because I feel also, because I'm singing quite some challenging stuff while I'm playing some challenging stuff as well at the same time. And I've noticed that if I want to go to the sort of the fourth position, it's really difficult to do that really fast, and I need to do it really, really fast. A three-way switch is much easier for me. So I wanted a three-way, and then instead of having the splits here, I wanted the splits here, which also gives you one more option than you could ever have with a five switch. Split switches are really handy when you're playing because they're really close.
Okay.
So that means you can also, for a song, if you're playing a song and you know what different things you're going to use for the song, you can prepare, like for many songs I'm having the neck in split mode,
okay, yeah.
and the bridge one in humbucker mode. Yeah. And then it's very easy, I'll just do that and I get the fourth position, you know.
Yeah, that's right.
But also I wanted, like there's some small changes, like actually the angle of the frets right here is actually changed a little bit.
What do you mean by angle? Where?
The way it leans right here.
Oh, okay. Do you mean the radius? Radius?
I don't, in English I wouldn't know if that it would be that angle or that angle, but
okay.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, this
probably it's this one.
This sort of cut, yeah.
Okay.
Probably. But there's the hip shot on here. On the sixth string, on the seventh string, I really don't need it because I'm playing a drop A at all times. But for the sixth string, I'm having quite a lot of songs where I need to be able to quickly go between drop D and regular tuning.
Okay, yeah.
And I chose the hip shot because I've played in my past. I've played the spiritual one.
Okay, yeah.
Which is a simpler mechanism and very little and nice in many ways, but I've never had 100% positive sort of experiences with that one. So I wanted the hip shot instead, which is sort of interesting because you get a different polish on that one, that single one tuner. That's right.